Y'all listen to me. I need some jello. People like to see you down. They like to see you hurt. They like to see you discouraged. They like to see you battered, and they like to see you bruised. And some people even like to take advantage of your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses in those situations and circumstances. But then you have to ask yourself the question, why do they like to see you down? That's something to think about. Why would you want to see somebody hurt, battered, bruised, and broken? Why? That's a good question, don't you think? I think so. And the answer is, if I'm already low and I can make you lower than me, then guess what? That makes me a little better than you in their mind, right? Even though it doesn't, but that's how they're thinking. People like to see you in the bad place and position. They get joy out of that. And you have to be a heartless person to get joy out of somebody who's not in a good place. You have to be very heartless. But the flip side to that is, because you're down don't mean that you're out, right? And sometime in your lowest moments, what we have to realize is in your lowest moments when we can see the best, right? Because now you down there with all the other individuals who just as low as you are. And you get to see the way they think, see the way they see the way they process things, right? So while you're down there, even though it's only temporarily, they don't know it's temporarily, but you're down there temporarily, but they're trying to keep you down there permanently because they like the company that you're keeping with them, because they ain't gonna never get up. And they don't want you to get up. So they do everything that they can to keep you pressed down. But oh, honey, let me tell you something. When you have ran your course and being down there and God decides to elevate you, ain't nobody can do anything about God's elevation. But sometimes when we put ourselves up too high, we become too prideful, God has to knock us down, back down there. So we get some clarity, so we get some understanding that we didn't rise by ourselves. It was God who elevates us. So don't pat yourself on the back because you got out the mud. You got out the quicksand. You got out that location without a scratch, without being bruised badly. You got out of it. And it's only by the grace of God that he allowed you to rise up. And so if he allowed you to rise up, take the lesson. Thank God for the rising and stay up there with the right mindset. Don't become too prideful. Don't think you better than nobody else. Don't think you all that, because you're not. Except for God keep you in the position that you are, you can't be kept at all. And you need to think about that. But you also got to know when you're down there, the people that's jealous of you and envious of you is laughing and chuckling, because now you've been knocked down a peg or two and they feel like you got what you deserve. That's what they feel like. And again, it's them family, them friends, the people you're dating, and people that you're married to. So the goal is get the lesson. Learn the lesson in the middle of the madness, and don't keep being a repeat offender and making the same mistakes again. If God elevates you and he rises you up and places you on a solid foundation where you can look above everything, don't turn your nose up. Keep it level. Don't think you better than nobody else. Keep it level. Stay humble. Stay grateful. And be very thankful, because as quickly as you rise, as quick as you can fall right back down there. And the best thing you can do to keep you on a solid foundation and keep you with clarity and understanding, just keep glancing back from where you came from to where you are now. And use that as a reminder of what you don't want to do and where you don't want to revisit. And make sure you do what's right to do to keep you where you at, that God don't have to knock you back down there, because down there is a lesson. It's a lesson. And when you get so knocked so far down, it's hard to even look up to see just a glimpse of light. But if God takes his hand and raises you up and elevates you and rises you up and then puts you back on a solid foundation, you better give God praise like you ain't never gave praise to nobody before, because he didn't have to do it. You hear me what I'm saying? You better listen.